Welcome to the Madtown DoubleDown, presented by Modus Financial. We are here at the 5th instance. We were trying to figure out this earlier. How do you say the 5th annual when it's not an annual event, twice in a year? We are doing the Madtown DoubleDown here in McFarland, Wisconsin. Weather is much nicer today, cloudy and overcast. That means it's a great day for curling. Because every day is a great day for curling. You knew the line before I even got there.
Yeah, it's my first time doing it, but hey.
We're figuring it out. We're getting coffee going. It's early in the morning. You know, we'll get this going. So with that, we can say, hey, it's time to curl. And welcome in to our little booth. I'm Chris Sorensen. With me,
Adam Derringer.
So we're going to talk about curling, and that's fun. That's a good time. It's a good way to spend a morning. So we got a great matchup this morning. We have our local heroes, the Hamiltons.
Yes.
And they're facing a high-quality team from abroad, from Estonia.
Yeah.
So try to do a bit of research before the game. I don't know how to speak Estonian, though. It didn't turn out great for me.
Yeah, I can't read it either.
So I gave it a go, and so we'll just see. It's always interesting when you listen to foreign people talk about curling. There's some words that just carry over no matter what language you speak. I feel like there's some of those words that kind of, no matter which language you're coming from, they just say board or whatever it is. You start to pick out some of those curling words.
Yeah. I think when they start screaming to sweep, we'll know what they're saying.
Yeah. There'll be some things you can just pick up from context.
85, 90?
So it looks like the Estonian team did win the draw shot challenge and starts with the hammer here. So here we go. Rocks in play.
Becca's throwing the first rock.
85.
Line's good. Line's good. Stay close,
line.
though. Might catch some fresh stuff. Yep. Yep, stay on it for line.
Pretty good shot.
Well, you're good.
Yeah, we
you're
were
good,
talking
you're
about
good.
this a bit yesterday. If you can make that very first
Great
draw
jig, Matt. Really good.
down to, it really sets the tone for these kind of ends in the mixed doubles game, because the guards are always there and you always have that back four. You know, you always feel like you can get in good positions early on with that draw being locked in.
Yeah, doubles is far different than playing with your typical four-person team. The ends are always set up and you can take control right away.
Sinap.
Suund hea, oo, ruumi on.
Sinap.
Ruumi on.
Yon. Meter.
Suund.
Suund.
Soon is definitely sweep
Yep.
or line.
Yon.
Peab pöörama.
Yep.
I heard something that sounded like room early on too. Ooh, got it by.
Just by.
Yep. Sim.
It's a nice shot.
They're going to tap it because if I go here, they
I
get
think that sets up pretty good. I mean, they're
Tap
early
five.
in shot position, but Hamiltons are
Is that what you said?
controlling the front of the four, so a lot to be played here. I can't tell which position I'd prefer to have, really.
I generally like being on the front of the house. You can always tap it back, but I think Murray had a really good shot there.
Mm-hmm.
So you're edge 8?
Just a pinch.
Tighter?
Yeah, just a little inside like I did for a draw shot.
Just finding the level of curl here early.
See how different the ice is without all the rain.
Yeah, we had a lot of precipitation, humidity probably in the air, a little bit less at this point.
You got to go to touch that guard. And I want to.
Just calling for the tick.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yep. Definitely looking at some plan Bs already. What can you do with this? So this is like the double draw killer kind of, when you take that opening guard and take away the natural paths to the pin.
Yep. Not a bad spot to be in. It should be curling enough that Red can come around and tap back. I'm sure that's what Matt was thinking.
Fraction rock. Cocktails.
So this is the first stone you can remove on, so I think the Estonians are going to take advantage of that right away.
Suund okei.
11.
Oh, suund. Suund hea.
Kiire.
Oh, puhasta.
Kiire.
Puhasta.
Just opening it up.
Suund hea.
So what's the got between.
There isa.
Just at an easy weight, was able to navigate that port. They're coming out firing.
Not
First
bad.
first end already sitting 3 under cover. That's just the way you draw it up.
Just the way you draw it up. Unless you're Matt and Becca, they're probably thinking, well, what do you do now? Run one back?
Boy,
Just a sliver low gets all
it's
of
really
them.
yep, sliver low gets all of them. So they are thinking run it back. me with my less run backish tendency, I was like, does it curl enough to get around to the pin right now? You know, you could be thinking that way too to be aggressive.
That would be my shot. I'd rather play my draw. But that's not Matt.
Oh, well, Matt has a different set of options available to him than I do. Ran it back, got one. Opened up a bit of this right side draw.
Short, okay.
Yeah, if I were them, I'd probably be coming down top 4, top 8.
Masihin 15.
15 ball.
Ja, 15 ball, okay.
Decoding a bit of the talk of the Estonians here. I think they might be okay
Natuke kitsas, suund.
Ainult suund.
burying under the center guard or maybe sticking a little bit
Ainult
out.
suund, taga valge.
Yeah, I think half cover would be ideal.
Suund.
Taga sinine.
Suund.
Taga punane.
Suund hea.
Carlin.
Taga punane. Ees valge.
Suund.
Ees valge.
Suund hea.
So we'll suck right into the forefoot.
There we go.
Yeah, great shot.
Yeah, it's a good spot.
Yeah.
That is definitely protecting any ways to draw to that back button backing yellow they have.
jah. Ei tundunud pehmem kui eile viskin, aga lihtsalt pööras.
ma arvasin, et võib-olla värske jälle, vaata see jälle Essa kivi selle koha
Värske peal
Matt's thinking about maybe going down and just sitting on that one on the pin. Only other real option is
rohkem võtta alguses.
potentially just open up the reds.
Võtaks järgmine ühe sama suuna.
jaa.
Yeah, it's not a good situation.
I don't hate it if you want to go this way.
They looked at draws and clearing, so
You pump it. Like honestly, they're getting 3 if we don't put a decent one in here.
Yeah, which way do you want to go?
I just feel like if I throw the in turn and I make it perfect, they can throw a out turn and tap on the one they just threw, and it's always vulnerable. Where this one,
Okay,
if
I
I go
like that.
edge on edge, they gotta fuck.
We
with
really
it.
don't need to talk. When Matt has a mic on, you generally know what he's thinking.
yeah, I was gonna say he's analyzing it as well or better, always better. So let's just let him tell us what he's
I
thinking
think
about
it
here.
was like T,
What?
T.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So he is trying to get one in there.
Hard.
Come help.
Hard. Switch.
It's just coming up a little short.
Close.
No,
Sorry, Matt. I thought the weight was good.
Good enough.
it's not awful.
Ma arvan,
Yeah, it does open up some options for him, and it does shrink the scoring area a bit.
isegi siin corner freeze on okei. Aga proovime tulla. Long ei ole hea.
Ah?
Pikk ei ole hea.
Ja, ma ütleks,
Yeah,
et see või see.
Harry
Yeah.
from Estonia there was doing a little bit of what I'm talking about. There's a bunch of words in a
Mr.
language I don't
Arendse
understand,
peale.
but then he says corner freeze in the middle of it.
Ei, valge on
I
okei.
missed it. So he's going to come right down on yellow
Ma arvestan
on a corner
14
and
pool siit.
stop a draw to the button.
That's what it looks
on
like to
that
me.
side.
Yep.
okei, 15.
Suund
Liiga
hea.
palju sai juurde.
Okei, suund
Ei,
hea.
pidurdab.
Suund.
Valge,
Suund hea.
valge,
Ainult kiirus.
valge,
Suund väga hea, ainult kiirus.
sinine,
Kiirus võid.
Curling up.
kiirsoja.
Checking the weight as well.
Yeah.
Kiirus.
Sinine.
Tuleb.
Yeah.
Nii kaugele kui
Yeah,
saad.
look at the finish on this line.
Okay, see on
When
okay.
we were talking earlier about maybe drawing around everything and getting to the pin, I think it's possible.
Yeah, I think so.
Say this thin, stay here, and give them.
So they didn't get the freeze on that, but the shot is
This
still
is
pretty
tough.
effective.
Did you ever draw here?
Yeah.
Does the same thing.
I'm at.
Yeah, it does the job of taking away the
No.
side of that 4,
when
I
you
think
click,
would be
it's a
one of the ways
3-4.
that Hamilton's getting
This
out of
limits
trouble
it
here
in.
is drawing over there
much you have of
undercover, shrink the ring. Like maybe they could be second shot that way.
Yeah.
Maybe they won't get to shot, but you
Board?
know, does a lot of work if you can get all the way around.
Okay.
So
'Cause
that's
you don't
removed. So
wanna
now they're
hit it so
forced
hard
to
that it spins
basically
off
play
and
the
is
one
wide
they
open.
Where do you
set up
think for
last
Burn?
time. And best case scenario, they kick one out and the
I think
Estonians draw
I
then
don't
again
hate,
for
like,
a third.
Right around the edge of the 4, a little tighter than edge of 4, but not too much. Like wrecking the guard's a disaster.
So you like edge of 4?
A little tighter than that, tiny bit. And like
I have
literally,
less than half, just so you know.
yeah, I want to hit like a quarter,
Okay.
because then our stone stays there.
Okay.
Her foot?
Let's
Physics.
give
You gotta love that
you-
shot. Hit a quarter of it.
Give me 11 on her
Yeah.
foot.
Okay.
Yeah, what's the weight here? I was trying to pick up what kind of weight they want to come at it with.
Yeah. Normal?
Careful. Whoa.
No.
Close. Yep.
Kind of control-ish.
Curl it. Curl it.
It's going to touch some. Is it going to have enough to kick it out? It will.
It stays.
Good shot.
Yeah, that's nice. But I think that's the best case
Yeah.
scenario from that shot for
Oh my
Becca.
Yeah. There's
Miss
no way you're
Arrows
going to
got
get to even count. You'd be second stone on
Mm-hmm.
that shot. You're just trying to set it up,
See on päris vähe näha, ma arvan.
make it
Okay.
harder on.
Siis kummalt poolt roos
Murray.
sulle meeldis? Siit. Ta on natukene raskem saada, aga saab. Nagu siin on väga palju rohkem näha seda ala.
Huvitav,
So
kas seda ära pikkida ei saa
Kind of debating what's the best
Saab.
route to take to
Saab
touch a solid bite of 4
Ja
to
see
get
on
a
võib-olla
third.
lihtsam jah. Mis kiirus sa mängis?
8,5.
Jah.
You play really aggressive in club league. You're just trying to just be chipping that red out of there.
10 siis.
Ma arvan, et
Oh,
jõud-
yeah.
tal nagu
I guess
kuidagi
they're looking at that
väga
now.
sirgelt tuli see.
Okei, võtame siis.
They were working through
Yeah,
a few
yeah.
options.
Yeah, that's what they're going with. Why not?
Three versus 4. I guess the degree of difficulty is maybe similar to hit a piece of a rock at a takeout weight versus touch the 4 with
20%!
all kinds of traffic in the way.
Ma näen umbes
I've been playing
kolmandik.
for, what,
Yeah, see on
22,
rohkem
23
kui vaja.
years,
Jaa,
and
ma tean, ma lihtsalt
I
ütlesin.
think for
Yep.
these guys, they've still thrown more rocks
man
in
up.
1 year than I've thrown in my entire career.
They definitely put in the hours, that's for sure. Good opportunity here in the first for the Estonians.
Suundan ja post up, post up, post up, post up,
Looks
Here
pretty
it
good.
goes.
üles, pööra, pööra, pööra!
Go, go, go,
How
go,
far
go,
does it
go,
go?
go, go.
Got just to 3, I think.
Yep, that looks like 3.
Yeah, should be free.
Good end for the Estonians.
Yeah, a great start to the Estonians. So that'll be
there we
3-0 going into the second end for the team from Estonia, which gives us a chance to read our title sponsor for this event, Modus Financial. Modus Financial is your credit card processing and POS technology solution partner. Whether you need a single credit card swiper, POS equipment, or an integrated POS system, Modus has a solution. Modus Financial offers a wide variety of payment processing services, each with enhanced features designed to help process credit card payments, increase your sales, reduce expenses, and improve your productivity. Visit moduscc.com. Thank you to Modus and all of our sponsors for this event.
So we're moving into the second end. Estonia will obviously go first. And we'll see how aggressive Matt and Becca choose to play. If they want to try to catch up 3 right away or just work their way back with 1 or 2.
Siit
Jah,
nervus.
veerand sinist.
Yeah, we do see a lot of swings happen in this game, sometimes seemingly out of nowhere. A lot of smart talkers behind the glass, I've been guilty of myself, will say, like, oh, how can you give up a lead like that?
Kiire mulle.
Okay.
Mixed doubles is every end
One on
feels
it.
like it's complicated. It's hard to get
One
to
on
that
it.
simple situation to reduce scoring
One on it.
possibilities. So
Väga palju.
Punane,
makes it fun for the
valge!
fans, I'll tell you that.
Kiirus.
Valge!
14, 6.
Tuleb!
Pööra. Go, 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 go.
So we're trying a similar strategy to what Matt and Becca did.
Päris nopea taimer on, ma mängin
Little
veits
better result.
kiiremini.
Yeah,
Becca, I got a 15-1
covers
there.
the pin.
15-1.
Like I was saying, when you can
15-1.
get your first thrower really locked into
you have
that
my
first
four
shot,
other thing?
Yeah.
it changes the end entirely when you
And this
don't
is
make
like a
that
bonus
first
point?
one.
Okay.
So it puts
Yeah,
you in a
they're-
good position
they're
to
like
steal
almost
right
split
from the
the team.
beginning.
Okay.
Because now the end becomes about positioning and taking control to eventually remove this
I like it.
shot that's
Mine's good.
pretty defendable on the pin already.
It's kind of out there right now. I think I go a little bit. Yep.
Trying to bring a
Yep.
right down onto it, I would think.
Yep. Hurry,
Let's
Matt.
see what kind of finish
Hold
there's
to
on the
it.
ice right now.
Keep going. Keep going, Matt. Stay on it. Stay on it. Hurry.
Needs more.
Hurry. Hurry. A little more. A little more.
It's pretty good. Good shot.
Yeah, real nice.
Nose, please. East, east.
East, east.
Valga.
One more positioning stone before hits become an option.
So we'll try to stay in front of the red rock.
Suund hea.
On the
Becca
side.
just through.
Natuke kitsas, aga see on okei.
Stop a run back.
Suund
Yeah.
okei.
Kiirus.
Suund.
Valge.
Suund hea. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Purane.
At this level, you're facing a lot of
Purane.
players with the ability to run back with big weight and good
Purane
accuracy.
väga
So
lai.
Suund on
a lot of
hea,
times you're thinking about
puhasta.
taking that stuff
Oh,
away by wrapping around that
Ai,
top guard.
puhasta. Okay, nice. 14
And setting an angle away from your counter as well, which I think that's doing most of that job.
What do you like? What do you
That's
like?
what I was wondering. What does Matt like here?
I think we gotta try and get to the inside.
I don't know what I like.
So if I can throw a run back, it'll be on the angle.
My eye doesn't like the angles too well for run backs, but he's allowed to do that now. So I was thinking draw myself. Let's see what he's... That slide out looks like a draw to me.
21.
Pretty good at.
Okay.
It's probably a positioning rock just to
How's the weight?
set up for something in this next stone.
Yep.
Whoa.
At 4.
Change the angles a bit or
Okay,
set,
stay close.
set up a
Yep.
new one with where this finishes.
Curl.
This is just not finishing quite the same as Becca's did.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Heard him say he had a big ad
Back
as he
12
let it
first.
go because Becca saw kind of a slow kick out time,
Kaitse.
and I think he may have
Meidän
overcompensated a bit.
shottaa.
Meillä on parem.
Yeah, it's amazing how much more you can throw a
Yep.
stone, an extra 6 to 12 feet with just a tweak of your wrist at the end of the shot.
Ma arvan, et see ei ole halb idee. Ma mõtlen, et ja ta ei saa kaks paremaks see nüüd
You would
Happy'ga.
never guess these rocks weigh 42 pounds.
Nagu kaitseks seda
Until you
tappi,
lift one the first
vaata.
time, maybe.
Yeah.
Kaitse on hea. Ma mõtlesin, kas ta saab siit
So
tulla.
now a good opportunity for the Estonian team. How do they take advantage of that
Jah, kaitse.
that miss?
Pigem laiem kaitse, ma arvan.
Okei,
Can they get another one wrapped around the center guard maybe and just add further
Fuck.
protection?
2 on hea.
Or you just, yeah, I like the protect. It'd be pretty tough to get another one in there without doing damage to yourself to try to count to. Being up 4 would be an amazing position for Estonia.
Sai käega juurde veidi.
Oh, oh.
Tundub palju.
Las jääb,
3.
las jääb,
Sinine. Sinine.
las jääb.
Sinine.
Ei saa midagi teha hetkel.
15,5.
Pööra,
Sinine.
pööra,
Just need some finish.
pööra.
Yep.
Pööra, 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 pööra.
That's the finish slash curl call there from Marie.
Okay.
Better.
Yeah, it's very understandable.
Yeah, hard.
Yeah,
Better than.
All ice is a little different and it changes by the day, but you know, depending
What?
if you sweep a
This is
stone
pretty
too
good.
early, you're never going to get
I
it
don't
back
need
to
that.
where you wanted it to
How
end
are we
up.
gonna
So
move
you
it
got to
later?
wait for it to hit that
That two
peak
rock.
of your of that arch of the
Slam the
curl,
one
and
that
then
I
you can
got.
start to bring it in
Oh,
really
you
tight.
freeze
That's what they were waiting for before they swept it.
absolutely.
Well, they have this.
There's
run
an
on the
art
one
and
he
a
just threw
sort of
in the
eye you
yellow
have to
for the
develop
crash
for
run.
seeing when to do that.
Freeze it good. It should move that yellow a little bit, but
Way
Yeah.
too long, and you'll end
yeah.
up on the
I mean,
opposite
we
side
can't
of the
take
sheet.
everything away.
For sure.
Yep. So I was looking at this setup and wondering if you could ever get at the shot stone from the open side, the side we haven't been playing on.
Don't think this side is quite as
I
fast.
certainly think it's there just based on the previous end. It should move enough to get over there. What weight you need to use, it would probably be a hat kind of weight. And just see if you could just chip it out of there. It would open up the draw. Estonia would just try to
That's
draw it
okay.
right back in
Might
there.
be a tiny bit tight. Just stay close.
Weight's all there.
Hold on.
Suppose back 8 weight, your red rock might actually sit there and guard the pin.
Yeah, at the easier weights you can keep it around, or even just set up one, kind of freeze toward it right now. If it rolls open, I mean, they did curl up, but it rolls open to a very usable position.
This is actually a really interesting shot.
Ma arvan, et
You
kaitse
could
on hea,
quarter
mis sa
hit the
arvad?
yellow rock over on the left side of the screen there, and that would probably push the red back into yellow, open things up, or use the red rock now that it's pushed
Kes ta
out
mängib
directly.
seda, on ju?
Right. The result of this is basically two angles to get
Alternatiiv
at
on teha
that
mingi
shot stone.
12.
hea, see oli mu isa mõte muidu 50-ga, et üks vähemaks.
I think Estonia is going after the more
Like
straightforward
13.
option.
Yep.
13 on okei.
13.
Looks like they're going to play a hit on it.
Yeah. So delicate here, you definitely have to get inside, or I guess hang way outside. Don't want to do your opponent's job for them.
Yeah, there'd be risk here. So they got to be precise.
PM 12.
Oh, suund okei, ruumi on.
12.
Hit just a little bit on the outside of this red rock, and they could risk
12.
getting yellow. Looks pretty good, though.
Yeah, I think.
Kiire.
Puhasta.
Väga kiire.
Suund. Suund hea.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice shot.
perfectly done.
Okei.
Got the inside roll.
Might be this. It's
Center
like
one.
a combo to get us stuck on the button.
So,
'Cause we got to move
yeah,
something.
Okay, let's do that.
So I'm thinking this, like kind of like the 3 yellows out here on the left side.
Okay.
Oh.
What kind of weight are you thinking? I don't think you need to.
Firm?
Okay.
all right. So looking at run back combos here. If you
Which turn?
if you can get it
Probably should throw the out.
if you can get it mostly thick and run it in,
Okay.
try to get a bunch of yellows moving.
That's a 6.
At the end of the line, there is a kind of a natural angle setting up if you can ever get there to run the red into the shot stone yellow. But that's a bunch of proper angles away.
You can't see that I'm smiling, but I am excited for this shot just to see what Matt tries. I see like a yellow, 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 red, yellow.
That's his ideal drop. That's what he was saying. Just a little.
Just a bit outside.
Yep, it's not far off. He did peel one up, which makes
Overlap
some new options. Makes it a little bit more approachable next shot if they don't put it back.
Ma paneks nii, et ega selle noosiga ta ei saa midagi teha, onju.
jah, tema ainuke vise on see.
Ja siis ma kaitseks seda kivi,
jah. Tim,
sest ma ei näe, et ta sellega
jah,
saaks.
sinna ette, kummalt poolt.
Aga
Intern.
ma viskaksin siit.
Intern. See, I was trying to pick out the move, what they were gonna do, and then I heard intern.
Kaitse 2, jah?
ja joone kõrvale prioriteet.
Jah.
So I think we're just tossing up a guard here, taking away. Basically, Matt was trying to do that 3 yellow combo, which is now a 2 yellow combo. I think they're actually thinking of taking away that with this guard.
I think so. Yeah, just try to complicate any run back option. It's Matt throwing, so he's going to try something. Just make it as hard as you for him as you can.
I think Matt did throw his last year, so this will be Becca throwing her last on this next one to come.
Kaks on hea.
Kaitse 2. 2.
jah,
Murray seems pretty comfortable with this shot.
okei.
3.
jah,
Just a little heavy.
3.
hetkel ei saa midagi teha, loodame, et jääb vahe sisse. Valmis, pöörab, jah, okei, aitab.
I think it finished where they wanted, but that was the call she was given going down. It's a little heavy.
Yep. I think this is an easier combo. Pretty much the same shot. Yellow, yellow,
Just a
yellow, red,
sliver
yellow.
Okay.
Sounds easy when you say it like that.
No problem, just gotta say it fast.
Yeah.
9-5.
Either one, yeah. I think we're getting shot no matter what if you make contact with that red.
I do agree with that
rock, you
assessment.
hold
If
it?
you do get the
Yeah, I
red
think
moving,
so.
the one just top button,
You wanna be
it
just
wants
a
to be shot. It really
sliver
can't
low.
not
Yep.
go there.
Nose
Yep.
is probably close, but low gives you a better shot.
Really
Okay.
don't see any angle where it doesn't move the yellow rock that's on the pin.
Okay, so low.
The hard part is getting it moving. Once it's moving, you're in
9.
good shape.
9-2, somewhere in there.
If you ever get a chance to throw a rock like this, it's nerve-wracking and incredibly fun at the same time.
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa, Matt, whoa.
It's got to curl a bunch.
Yeah,
Sorry, Matt.
it's outside.
Yep.
So that'll be a steal of 1 for the Estonian team. They'll go up 4-0 going into the third. And that gives us a chance to thank a sponsor. Do you want to take a run at reading an ad, Reed, or should I do this one?
I will totally fumble through it. We'd like to thank the Children's Dental Center of Madison. At the Children's Dental Center of Madison in West Madison, Dr. Daniel Bryce, Dr. Liam Smith, and their team can't wait to meet you. They have the same philosophy as the Children's Dental Center of Madison location, all of their locations. They will provide your children with the best oral health care in a safe, friendly, and welcoming environment. At the American Academy of Pediatrics, the American Dental Association, and the American Academy of Pediatric Dentistry each recommend establishing a dental home for your child by the age of 1. Studies have shown that a child who has a regular dental home is more likely to receive preventative and routine oral health care necessary for a happy and healthy smile. We hope you choose Children's Dental Center of Madison in West Madison as your child's dental home. Thank you again to Children's Dental Center of Madison and all of our sponsors.
Thank you, Children's Dental. And now you are fully indoctrinated into the broadcasting world as you had to do a long ad read.
That was a tough one. You know, when I used to go, my first dentist, his name was Dr. Grimm.
That is no way that's true.
That is a true story. And of course, you got done with your dental oral health care, and then I got a sucker when I was done.
A very grim sucker.
Yeah, very grim sucker that, would bring me back the next time because, there's an extra half a pound of sugar in it.
It works on kids to give them a prize when it's done, I tell you that. But
95.
I like it.
another great start for the Estonian team. They made that draw right down to the starting backing stone, and so we're looking at a similar positioning game here in the third.
Yep. Put a line. Yep. Stay on it, Matt. Hurry. Gotta get it all the way there. Hurry, Matt. Hurry.
I think there's actually some skips that enjoy playing as from behind, leading out there and just keep trying to steal. It's a different style of game than allows you to play a little aggressive and frustrate the other team.
Yeah, I definitely think that's true. Four-player game, there's a lot of players that kind of thrive in the junkie game, which is kind of what you want to do when you're trying to steal. So it just fits some people's eye a little better and their skills.
I don't know if the Estonians would appreciate you calling their game junkie.
No.
I'm going to let them know you said that.
Oh, no. Please don't. Please don't. I don't want to get on the list.
Estonian list.
Whoa. No bounce.
Nope. No bounce.
Nice.
So look at this. So,
Oh, wow.
so this end will look a little bit different now because everything's frozen up instead of that kind of little bumping that we saw before with making space. So this will be interesting. Does Matt feel this is the time to open it up right away, or is he still thinking positioning?
If you're watching curling for the first time on this streaming service, when these stones are touching, this is where physics come into play. Something in motion must stay in motion. Energy has to go somewhere. So when those stones are touching, if he throws it with all the weight, all that weight stays in and everything moves.
And I'm sure it's a very simple matter of physics for someone to calculate exactly what would happen here. Just some simple angular momentum and spinning physics and drag. I'm sure it's very simple.
Coefficient of friction, how hard is the ice, all the fun stuff. But he didn't give us the pleasure of him throwing a rocket on this one. So
I have to imagine a hit's going to be thrown somewhere in this end with the way this is set up. So
it has to.
We'll get there.
He just wants to get the perfect angle to get that yellow out of there and keep as many of his reds around as possible.
I mean, the touch weight he played did change the angles quite a bit, setting 2 reds in front of 4 there.
Yeah, I think it was a very positive result.
Estonians are going to try and tick back, I think, get that one out of there, just to move to the side a little bit.
That's interesting. You could throw it the outside of the red, and it could potentially double those yellows with enough weight. Just curious with that back red, if it's going to hold that back yellow around or not.
Right.
Yeah.
Sit here.
But again, Matt can throw with more weight than Chris or I.
Definitely true.
Yeah.
In fact, because we're in the position of sitting and talking about curling, I would guess that back yellow hangs around. The red tries to squeeze between those two.
You could get a double bounce where you go red to the back yellow. That back yellow is going to bounce over, hit the second yellow on the right, and that could bounce back, potentially.
Yeah, could you express that in a math equation for me, please?
No. I'm a geographer.
405. A little more weight.
Okay. Tighter line.
So
Oh,
now's not the
come on,
time to hit.
baby.
We're going to, again,
on.
send
Whoa.
another positioning
Look.
stone in.
Go.
ahead. Go ahead.
Trying to get across
Whoa.
the face of that red. And jiggle another one onto the line.
Good throw, Matt.
Yeah,
Well
that's
done.
Okay.
liigutada väga.
Very positive
Kaitse.
result.
Ainuke alternatiiv, mida ma näen, on see slashida, aga see on
So now
vale point.
I'm thinking about
Ma ei saa ühe viskega
Matt and
praegu
Becca's
kahte
red
paremaks.
hammer
Yeah.
here,
Ma paneks
and
kaitse.
they feel kind of locked into one right now with the
Yeah.
lineup that they have.
Selle
So
praegu on ette.
is there a way they can get that out of there and find a multiple score out of this end? It's starting to look tricky to do so. The Estonians will still just keep kind of controlling that center line, keep controlling the things in the front, and
Kaks.
I mean, I think they're in a good position to just get the force.
Suund hea.
2.
Suund hea, puhasta.
1.
Suund hea, ruumi on.
1.
Suund väga hea. Suund väga hea, pöörab üle.
1.
Pöörab üle.
1.
Üks on hea.
Võib-olla serv
See on
ette.
väga hea. Suund.
Guarding the line.
Suund hea. See on hea. See
Yeah,
on hea.
interesting.
Serv sellele ette mõtlesin, aga okei.
Okei.
I was trying to work out where they wanted that to finish. I thought they were
Yeah,
coming
so
into the
too.
house to wrap around, but they're taking away
You know what I mean? If
kind
we
of a
bonk
kind of
that-
the like draw path or down
Oh,
weights.
bonk it and always have somewhere
They
to
could
draw
come on
first
this
and
left
front,
side.
maybe.
Like if we bonk this one and this
A
stays
bonk.
here and
A
this
bonk, that's a
rolls
technical
in, they
term
could
right
probably
there.
play
Yeah.
a slammer on that.
Don't
and
hear
kill
that
the
one
yoke.
coming out too
Sure.
often.
I was thinking this.
Hit, tick, rub.
If you stuff it perfect, great.
Just
Yeah.
a little bonk.
And if you chip this one, it's probably not the end of the world.
Okay.
You leave the center.
Yeah. What kind of weight are you thinking?
I mean, I think you got to throw at least normal.
Okay.
I find that Matt's normal is slightly different than my normal, but he probably has that normal marked down to the 100th of a second.
All right. Normal.
Yeah,
You throwing the.
it's more.
Outturn?
It definitely has a feel of more precision than you or I would do. They got to set up some way to unlock that yellow back button. That's their path to scoring more than one.
Curl,
So how can they reshuffle the deck a little bit here with this?
curl, curl. It's all right.
It's not quite what they wanted.
No.
Kaitse. Keski on.
Jah.
Just based on what they've been throwing, the Estonians had almost put one another guard on center.
Yeah, I was gonna say the only thing that's new that we have of
Hea suunaga.
access to is kind of that bullet down the center.
I don't know if they're going to try to half cover the resulting red rock that's over on the right.
Yeah, I think the main thing you want to cover is that shot down the center. But if you happen to cover
Kaitse kaks.
Ja 1.
part of the closest red, you could take away that run back option, get a 2-for-1.
But Chris is right. You just want to guard that shot down the middle. Ooh.
Midagi veidi laiem, enam-vähem suund.
Okei. Kiirus hea. Kaks.
Jälgi keski on.
Looks like she slid out a little
Hetkel
bit
väga
hot,
lai,
but then
ootab.
Yeah, she slowed it down.
she took it out, took the weight off. Yeah.
Kolm.
Oota veel.
Kolm.
Ja pöörab. 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 Pööra.
See, we're learning that's the curl call in
Sorry.
Estonian.
Bada.
Yep.
Ah, kui oli.
I should have brought my notebook. I could be writing down all my Estonian words.
Yeah.
Do you like the intern?
Okay, so
the
they didn't
outside?
get over
gotta
enough
throw
to
this
take this away, so
Yeah.
they're still thinking of trying the bullet.
Where do you like the broom?
I mean, it's going to have to run
Center?
straight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably isn't for more than one. But throw
What?
the shot.
It probably isn't
What?
for more than one. They
Throw the
they lie
shot.
one right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll move the back one at all. but
Yeah.
Yeah,
The back,
I don't
like
think
we were
so,
talking,
but
that back yellow is kind of in
try it.
jail.
You're doing center line then, right?
So They're kind of just
Like, if you want to throw a Hummer and take less, do that.
giving it a try. If it ever got enough angle to squeeze it out of there, I don't know. I can't see it either.
Yeah,
Give it a try.
I don't think Matt and Becca can hurt themselves here.
Right, that's the idea is.
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Got through.
Bye. Oh,
Well,
wow, it's close.
It's close enough to wonder.
Take these away.
Looks like that back yellow might be out counting, but that camera's not perfect.
Oh, close. I think if you throw a tiny bit more away, you get it, but I think it's yellow.
Yeah.
You agree?
So 1 red.
One red, yeah.
Yeah, 1 red in the end. The second shot is just barely yellow. That was a heroic throw, if I have to say so. I thought there was nothing to be done, and it almost worked.
That was an amazing shot, closer than I thought it would be.
All right, well, this gives a chance to read our team sponsor for Team Hamilton, Village Smile Care. Village Smile Care provides caring, compassionate, and cutting-edge dentistry for the whole family. From general dentistry to cosmetics, implants, and Invisalign, they have you covered. No insurance? No problem. They offer an in-house membership discount plan, as well as flexible payment options. Call 608-437-7645 and schedule your new patient appointment today, or visit www.villagesmilecare.com for more information. Well, we'll change the complexion of the game a little bit here. I guess Hamilton's did give up the 3 to start, but if they can get in good position and kind of force that steal, maybe they can switch the momentum a bit.
Like to get the games close. We'll see how the Hamiltons do.
4-0.
They're probably going to try the same strategy, try to lock one down on the back.
4-0.
That is a criticism I do hear thrown against mixed doubles at times. Is at least at the beginning it's a bit repetitive, but man, if the angles don't get just critical and you see these crazy combinations at the end of it all, and they're never quite the same. But we do start with a pretty similar strategy, so to speak.
The results for missing
What was that time by chance?
4-0.
can be
These days.
really change the end. This already looks like a different end than what we've seen in the previous.
Right.
Just a little heavy. Bump that one off the back 4. There's less to come back down to and
Mini
freeze on.
bump.
Mm-hmm.
Oo, lai hetkel.
Tagavalge.
Natuke
Yeah.
lai.
Pidur tap.
Ainult kiirus lai.
But the whole setup for
Kiirus
mixed
vaja.
doubles,
Kiirus võid.
Valge. Ees valge.
it's all about
Ees
aggression.
valge.
Täiskiirus, suund väga hea, 15.
Punane.
Suund väga
Yeah,
hea.
really
Priis.
lock you into those draw heavy draw weights to play with these angles. It's fun.
Jari.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, so we're gonna see a much different situation here with there's nobody in jail like there was last end, so a lot more possibilities exist here.
All right, Matt.
Back 4.
Back 4, yep. So again, when you're playing this game, you start thinking about erring on the side of just giving things a little tap, because if you're thinking top 12 and trying to sweep it there, you end up short. It's not so great, but if you're a little heavy on a draw, there's catchers everywhere. You'll probably get something done. Kind of make those line adjustments at the last moment to find a good angle.
Whoa.
Back 4.
Whoa. Whoa. Curl. Curl, 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 curl.
Hung just a hair straight for him, but still a pretty good position.
Ja.
That'd be tough to get that out of there without removing your yellow rock.
Laat rohkem. Kuus.
Koos.
I think we're going to see a bit of a scoreboard play. Peel call.
Suund.
Kuus.
Suund, kui saad. Hea isa. Thank you.
Thank you.
You want to try one more?
So the question now is, do you do one more guard to kind of shorten the end, or do you get another one in to play with here for Hamilton's?
I don't hate that.
Then they can't really hit this without risking losing that too.
Okay.
think I'm going to wait back and see, and I'll just judge if I think they're right or
So
wrong.
here's
in
the
their
thing: if we
decision.
guard,
That's the
they
safe behind the
feel
glass
I throw
play that we're all
another one,
making here.
They might just wrap on his dude's last, and then they're gonna sit 2, and it's guarded.
So
Really goes at the end there.
I'm trying to decide. Does that set up the pair of pants double there? Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I think they're going to try to double the reds.
Mis kiires? 8 pallo.
Kas 8 pool või 7?
Okei, 7.
It's maybe normal weight, or do they?
Lihtsalt sellepärast, et siis kui ta tahab pihta siia, võtab tagant kaasa.
Jah.
6 on ka okei, aga võib-olla 7 jääb paremini peale.
Sihin 7.
Okei?
Out turn.
Out turn.
Yeah.
Äh,
There you go.
Okay.
It's like,
Out turn. Parem.
okei.
yep, switched. They're talking about like what contact points you could make heading out of the house there, and I think they wanted to go huge weight.
Suund!
Yep.
Suund!
She'd like that held straight.
Oh boy, it's curling more than they thought it was gonna. Still gonna work.
It did what it needed to do.
Roll back onto the 4.
Neither. Double.
So do you think damage limitation, or do you try to hide something?
Freeze.
If I'm throwing, I would try to hide something or freeze on the
How do you
middle
get there
yellow.
too?
Yeah, I don't think.
If Matt's throwing, I'm thinking double and reduce the damage.
Make a wall.
I don't hate it.
You know,
but
you
they're
miss
pretty
a
easy out
double
this way,
attempt. You're just hanging out there,
Like
and
peeling
yellow
ours
just
out, yeah.
hits you
Yeah,
and
but then we have a
sits
pocket
3
to
again.
draw too.
Then. Fair.
It's like if it's here,
As I
They
look
make
through
you feel
the
you go here
positioning of
and
these
it's
3
stuck.
yellows, there's no like obvious easy
or
double
we just
here
do
even.
like,
Not to
or it's
sit
this
around.
one. This isn't bad. It's just such a steep roll. It's the same.
Right, the steep
Yeah.
roll. That's what I'm saying
rather
is
get rid of 2.
your
Okay.
throwing stone gets
And then
a lot of
hopefully you can
action
make
going
double
on
or
and
something on your next.
really want to hang
Try make
around.
that double.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That'd probably be why I would opt for maybe a freeze in the middle yellow, but
It's like 3/4 on the high side. You're gonna throw enough weight to kill him.
Okay.
this shows the difference in the opportunities that curlers of this stature have.
Right.
Yep. Oh.
Maybe.
Yeah, got rid of 2, got rid of his own as well.
All right, that's
No, it's okay.
so net
No, see on
positive.
hea, ma arvan, ja
Roll
see on
parem.
10.
Yeah. I mean, good news, the maximum
Ja ma
score is
võtaks
reduced.
võib-olla veits varu.
Bad news, I don't know how you aren't giving a fairly basic
ma
chance for 2
viskasin
for the Estonians.
sinnapoole, 10 tuli üpris sirgelt, aga võib-olla siin on rohkem ruumi pöörata ka.
I guess they can hit and stay,
tõsi.
ma arvan,
and
see
then
on
hopefully you
okei.
can double them off.
jah, võib-olla fraction veel.
Depends on where it sits.
10.
10.
This looks like a fairly standard no sit, perhaps.
Suund hea.
10.
Puhasta. Oo. Lai. Puhasta. Suund. Suund hea. Vaju,
Curl a little more to make sure it sticks around for Estonia.
Yep. Yep.
Hea ise.
That's fine.
A little bit of late call panic I picked up there. It's like, oh, are we hanging out?
Yeah, it was hanging out.
Last
They would have
year's
preferred to
thing,
be right on
it's like a
nose. I think
thin
that
half.
worked out well.
I mean, hanging around like this is probably makes this even scarier to look at doubling off. So
You don't need to
Yeah,
go
it
like
certainly
more than
makes
like
it
you're
harder
firm.
for
Just
red to stay
go
on the
other
rings
smooth,
if we
because
hit
that
the
rod's
double.
gonna be spinning. If you hit the side of it, it's gone anyway.
That's just what they're talking about.
Do you think it's going to curl on this side, or do you like edge of rock and you back it out?
What's that?
Edge of rock and you back it out?
Yeah.
Okay. 9. Well. Whoa! Yes! Hard!
hit and stay.
Try it.
Oh boy.
Oh, it didn't even stay. Shoot. miscalculated how big she threw that.
Receiving up.
Yep.
Well, I'll draw for 2.
Hardest shot in curling.
Hardest shot in curling, open draw. I love the hardest shot in curling meme within the curling community because
Vedan?
I feel like it migrates to all kinds of different situations.
Vedän sinist. Sihineis punainen vai valge.
I concur. Curling is a game that can get in your head.
Very often it feels like the hardest shot in curling is the shot I have to throw right now.
Very true.
Natuke kiire mulle.
Jaa, aga ei ole
It's an
läbi.
incredibly important
Tundub
team
kiire.
sport,
Penny up.
Suuna järgi
but
kiire.
you're the
Väga
one throwing
punane.
the rock, and everybody's got to live with how you released it. This looks like
Yep, no real doubt here. This is well executed draw for 2.
Same.
So our Estonian team will go up 6-1 as we head into the 5th end.
gives us a chance to talk about Melissa and Merlin, M&M.
Our team sponsor for Estonia.
Melissa and Merlin are avid curlers. They are big fans of mixed doubles and play in the Madison Mixed Double League. The two of them met at the Madison Curling Club and have recently gotten engaged. M&M feels strongly about the curling community and plan on supporting it for life. Well, we'll support them for life. We appreciate their sponsorship.
And also, I believe we are seeing our team set up for a power play.
Power play.
Power play. This power play is brought to you by Endgame Curling. Elevate your game with Endgame Curling. Unlock the next level with our leading-edge curling brooms and accessories. Both brooms feature eco-friendly fabric replacement, innovative locking sliding position, adjustable pivot resistance, quick disconnect broom head, the travel broom no-slip silicone sleeve, fabric for club play, and WCF-approved fabric. Visit endgamecurling.com.
Sund! Sund!
Liiga palju vinti!
Sund!
Liiga palju vinti!
Sund! Puhasta! Pööra!
So now, with the positioning on the
Right
power
up.
play, you see these stones start to the side. Ooh, just gave a little kiss. So typically at the high level, what we're seeing now is you'll kind of play this tap in. So the first throwing team will try to tap their guard into the rings and open up access to the starting
Like
stone
outside edge of hat,
while
right?
getting one in the house themselves.
Outside edge of
That
hat
seems
is
to
where you
be
set your
I think so, yeah.
the current metagame, if that's the right word for curling. That's what I'm seeing a lot of the high level teams try to do.
Meta game. Like it.
Add it at the end.
The fun thing about
What?
mixed curling is it's newer, and so it feels like there's still a lot of open questions about what the right thing is to
Mine's
do in
really
certain
good.
situations.
Curl if you
I
need
think we're
weight.
seeing the high level players start to settle on some of the starting moves you're supposed to do.
Where is it?
You gotta just go deep.
But like I said, it's just an immediately more aggressive version of the game because you have a stone in position and you always have a guard. So it just forces a more aggressive game. You're not going to
Yep.
see too many
Kick.
clean games. You know, hit and roll out, hit and roll out, hit and roll out. It just doesn't happen. You're going to get messier, lots of stones in play, lots of big hits, lots of angles. It's entertaining
One
to
day.
watch.
Yeah,
Kondeist!
we like to see these players trying to make these complex and intricate hits, these down weight touches. There's all the things from the regular game. It just
One
feels
day.
like it's condensed and forced into a smaller package.
Puhasta! Oh! Sund! Sund! Sund ja selvä poole!
Tap.
Yeah, second attempt to tap this into the house. Well made. So this is what I think they were attempting this on the first. They gave it a second go and made it that time.
Straight.
Yeah.
Minu jaoks
So
straight.
yellow would be sitting one, and they've opened up the reds to be able to hit them
Yep.
if Estonia wants.
Yeah, Hamilton's with this power play could just straight ahead make themselves life through it with a nose if they want
They
to.
can't kill on their necks, can they?
Yes, they can.
Okay. Even the Hamiltons at the high level they're playing have to
There's nose there.
do the counting to 5 that we all have to do.
You know, theirs they have it in.
It sounds simple when you
they
say
have
it,
to try the double.
just count to 5, but you know,
If they miss it, like that's how you set up a potential three.
counting to 5 is way harder
If
than
we
it
put up
sounds.
a guard here, they'll probably draw
They-
around.
no, they're probably hitting
In this
one
game,
of
there's
them.
like usually extra stones on the
I
other
know,
end
I'm
that
saying, like, say
you
you guard
usually,
this
you know,
one.
in the 4-player game, you can just see like how many are down there. Well,
That's what I'm
in
saying,
mixed
that's
curling, there's some spare stones over there, so it's always throwing you
I'm
off.
talking about the rock that was there
I'm not
already.
gonna lie,
I
I've
would-
turned back
yes.
around and counted those
Yeah,
stones
I want
many a
to guard
time.
either
Yeah.
the first stone of the end or
Yes.
hit. If I guard the first stone of the end, they probably just hit the back one and roll out. That's what we
Back when they roll out, we would draw around, but they still have that rock.
Especially
there.
the way that
Let
I
it hit.
spiel in an 8 a.m. game. If I had played late into the previous evening, I might want to count those twice.
Yeah. We're sitting here drinking coffee and talking. They actually have to play, so
Yep,
it's a lot harder when you're out there.
right to it. Right to it.
Okay, so they do opt to just kind of do the straight ahead play and hit in line 3.
Arvan, et see.
So now the Estonians are looking
Arvan,
at what
siit
kind of
sai
double
käib
roll they
see
can
on
make.
raske jah , pigem
jah ,
They may actually just
kui
want
ta
to
lihtsalt rollib juurde ,
roll
on
and
okei
sit in
samas
front of Reds.
7 , 6 .
6 .
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of good options for anything rolling to that side of the sheet for them. If they rolled in front of things, good. If they catch one, good.
I think Estonia, you're probably right. Like doubling Reds would be good because you're counting down the number of available points
Mm-hmm.
for Red. And I say that because they're up by 5.
Yeah.
So giving up 1 or 2 is not tragic for Estonia here.
6 .
Yep.
6 .
Yeah, they're definitely thinking scoreboard. This is the one power play they'll have to face from this in this way during the game because you can only do it once.
Oh , oh , suund . oh , ei , liiga flat . oh , okei , thank you .
Wow,
Yeah,
that's about perfect.
Yeah, not only did they kick 2 Reds out, they end up frozen and shot. It's like, I mean, what more could you ask for?
I did not think
You know,
it was curling that much at the
they
end
could
to
have
make
left
that.
the yellow just a little more on nose of Red.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, I asked and you answered, so.
All right, we got to bump it.
Yep.
You were
Behind
edge
the glass.
attack, and I got
Yep.
Best
I
place
was-
to be.
Whoa,
It
whoa,
absolutely
whoa.
is.
Yep. .409.
added.
409 with an ad.
Whoa,
They're
whoa, whoa.
trying to get
Squeeze.
T plus and give a little bump jiggle down here.
Just do it .
Gives you a little insight to the speed they're playing under.
So new another technical term,
Curl.
bump and jiggle.
Curl.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Curl.
I think that one's well established.
Curl, 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 curl.
There you go. See?
Good shot.
I mean, if bump and jiggle doesn't
Nose.
describe what just happened there, I don't know what does.
Nose .
It's perfect. Perfect use of the English language. How would you say that in Estonian?
I don't know. Harry has been on point with his takeouts today, I have to say. So this double, which for me would be like, you know, 50-50, feels automatic for him.
Yep. He just needs to hit this thing right in the middle of the front red rock. This should
What?
both go
laiem .
with that kind of weight.
lähedal .
Boom.
And he stuck it.
When he throws it so hard, I can't imagine that it's going to stay around, yet it somehow does. It's kind of unfair.
Just got to put a little pine tar on the bottom of your rock. You've never done that?
Pine tar in my rock? I haven't thought of that. Wink, wink.
All right.
Freeze them.
Yep.
Just got to use the approved pine tar for our ice maker. He gets pretty particular.
Yeah, yeah. Somehow the hours of work they put into this, they somehow get upset when you mess up what they did. It's weird.
Mine's okay, always straight.
It's amazing the amount of work
I
that
think it's
goes into
light.
making a sheet of ice. Hours and hours.
You gotta go straight.
The ice crew was here at 5 a.m. this morning. I was talking a bit with them. Thank them for their service.
Most of the clubs in the U.S. are primarily run from volunteers, from the ice to the kitchen.
proovisin seda .
Everything is just a group of people putting their own time in because they love the game.
ma arvan , et see on mõistlik .
Yeah, it's a real community feel. People giving like that. It's great to see.
mingi selle suunaga või ?
jah .
That draw,
So
they
now
had a
whatever,
little bit of a
whatever.
mini wall behind the guard there.
Game at the
Hamilton's
line.
drew, unfortunately, just a second shot, looks like.
That's what it seems.
Ees valget võib muidugi ka sihtida.
jah, okei .
If we could just nudge that red over
Kas ma
an
võtan,
inch or two,
valge
you'd be pretty
keskele?
happy.
või võtan natuke rohkem . valge keskel vist on hea .
I'd give something for the Hamiltons to
Võtad valgeskene.
aim at.
15, 15 pool . üle joone võib kittida kinni natuke
Jaa,
rohkem ,
ma
aga
arvan , et 15 on jah.
jah ,
Okay, on to last stones here for Estonia. Are they thinking split the house, probably?
Be a wise option.
või veidi juurde .
okei ,
Force into a single.
sinine , valge ,
kui tuleb , lai hetkel ,
valge ,
väga lai ,
valge , sinine ,
väga lai on ,
hea , kiirus vaja ,
kiirus ,
kuhumiin , valge ,
ees valge puudutama . ainult valget puudutama , see on hea , see on hea .
Depending where this goes, it may give a hit and roll to move.
Yep. I mean, Matt thinks it immediately. There's no doubt about his brain going there.
What broom do you like?
Yep. Okay, they don't have a question. They're doing it.
What turn do you like?
That angle is
Easier to do
tough.
this one, right?
No.
With a steep.
Huh?
All right, I've thrown this once already.
So whatever. I don't care what turn, but it bounces off better with this
This one.
rotation.
I like that turn better, anyways.
Okay. Add your button.
Yeah.
Kind of throw it
Throws an inch.
inside out, get
Perfect.
that extra action from the,
Yeah,
the
hit
turn,
like a third.
hit a third of the stone, right into the pocket. Just bounce off the yellow, stick there, don't touch your red,
Behind you, Matt.
nothing but net.
Mm-hmm. Easy. They know exactly where to throw the stone, so
Do you want to
both
look
players
at that? Like your
are,
button seems like quite a bit.
are back. Matt's going to
throw, I
sweep
think.
Becca's rock. Becca doesn't
Okay, head
even
your
need him
buttons, the
down
outside
there
of the
to
attack.
tell her where to hit.
Yeah, you gotta hit a third.
Okay, I'm just letting you know.
You make contact with like an inch if you throw at your button.
Okay.
jah , hard ,
Gotta get this moving a bit.
hard , hard .
Close.
It's really close.
Just a little
Right.
thin.
That's it. Great game.
With that,
Yeah,
there'll be
good luck.
handshakes, so that'll be our game. Estonia will win this one in 6.
Okay.
One more chance to thank our title sponsor for this event, Modus Financial. Modus Financial is your credit card processing and POS technology solution partner. Whether you need a single credit card swiper, POS equipment, or an integrated POS system, Modus has a solution. Modus Financial offers a wide variety of payment processing services, each with enhanced features designed to help process credit card payments, increase your sales, reduce expenses, and improve your productivity. Visit moduscc.com.
Thank you to all of our sponsors.
And please go to the Madison Curling Club YouTube page if you'd like to see the other streams. They'll be continuing on without commentary, just sort of a live static feed. So please join those if you'd like to see these other games that you see on the screen. And with that, we'll be back with the next draw at 9:30, I believe? 9:45. 9:45. See you all then.